Okay, happy holiday, everybody. Now, if you check the time on this, you'll see that this thing's going to be uploaded maybe about 1 something in the morning. I forgot what time it was. I was watching something, and I totally forgot that Dynamite was on. And by the time I started watching it, it was well after 10 o'clock. Well after Dynamite had ended. So I watched it. I watched the matches. Of course, without commercials, and I could watch that. And I'm going to say this. Continental Classic, the Gold and Blue Leagues, fine. Matches weren't all bad. They were right. Very little development at all for anyone on this show going in the World's End. Flat out, excuse me, my nose is running. Flat out, no new development. Nothing changed other than the stats for the league, for Gold, and for Blue. That's it. This is all we got. So only thing I'm going to talk about is just generally matches. Ospreay versus a Brody King. I think that was the best match of the night for me personally. Seeing a small guy go up against a big guy, and he had to work his way around it. I felt that was the best legit match out of it. Not saying, well, Ospreay is the best wrestler. He's not. But I think on this show, this was the best you could get. Now, I know everybody's going to say, dude, the other matches were great too. It's not also about the match quality. It's just what's connected to it, which is story. And the stories are weak here. And that's the problem for me. But this was just Will going through the tournament, and he did win it. He won 3 points. He is now 9. And he moves on. Next, another Gold League match. A first time, I believe, between Ricochet and Darby Allin. Good match. I will say, I know some people would say that was the best match, and I can understand. You can easily argue it, because out of all the other matches, this was the best match out of everything. It was. For the rest. But I still think Will Ospreay versus Brody King was much better. Now, was there a story told in the match between Ospreay, and Brody King? To a certain extent, yes. But here, when it comes for Ricochet going against Darby Allin, there is a story there, but it's not the type of story many people are thinking. Because not everyone is liking Ricochet's new personality. I've already stated it. Is it good? Not yet. He doesn't normally play heel. He's been mainly a babyface for quite a while. And he's going to have to work on it. I like the interaction between him and Swerve Strickland. I did. Seeing that, Swerve made it very clear, you better not lose this, because if you lose, I'm going to go up against you. I'm going to embarrass you. I'm going to embarrass your ass. That's when he made it very clear, which was fine. But that's the only thing that this match had. Being a Gold League match for the Continental Classic doesn't really feel that important. The way they've structured the people going into it, where it should feel important, has not. The only thing you got there was Ricochet's new character development, being a heel, and people were throwing toilet paper at him. They were being mad at him. They were cursing at him, which is good to see. They are getting some reaction from him properly. There you go. He did do that 630 splash onto Darby Allin on the table, because he did pull the table out, set it up. That was the best spot of the night. But only thing that mattered was Ricochet's character development, being more of a heel. That's what we got. Now, next, another gold match. Commander versus Claudio Castagnoli. I don't get it. I don't get it. Now, I know people would say, dude, why don't you get it? Claudio Castagnoli used brass knucks against Darby Allin. Darby Allin's cloak. His pink top jacket. I'm a little sick. You hear the snot running down my nose. I'm trying to concentrate. I thought it was better, but when I went out into the street and it was really cold, my nose started running and hasn't stopped. Anyway, was it right to see Commander use Darby Allin's brass knucks to knock out Claudio Castagnoli? No. I'm sorry. I'm not like everybody else. A heel will use that type of tactic. A face could use that type of tactic if it's in a very special situation. Commander's already a champion in ROH. I'm not feeling anything from him as a champ because I don't watch ROH. But it wouldn't have hurt him if he lost. And maybe it would have been better if he did. Or better yet, if Claudio had to lose, it should be Darby Allin doing it. because he does have a beef with him because he did get hit in the face with brass knucks. But no, Commander uses the brass knucks and he moves on, and I don't get it. It doesn't feel right seeing a face Commander using freaking brass knucks to knock out Claudio Castagnoli or stun him. I'm not feeling it. It doesn't work. It should be Darby Allin doing that. Darby Allin should have ran back in quietly, hid under the ring, got the brass knucks. As you see it, he hits him, not Commander. I'm sorry, I don't agree with it. Moving on. Now, Blue League. We get a very confusing thing. We got... Look, I understand Okada needed to win. Fine. He is the champ currently. He's got to make it to the end. But again, you let Shelton Benjamin job here. Shelton Benjamin's not jobbed once. He's now jobbed 3 times. I'm feeling nothing from him. And I was very enthusiastic when he came in with MVP and Hurt Business. But this booking, really? You're booking Shelton Benjamin, who is pound for pound one of the best wrestlers they have, no matter if it was in WWE or AEW for that matter, and you're giving him this. I wish you went to TNA. And you already know my feelings on TNA. I did the state of TNA already. This sucks. I don't like it. I just don't. I don't like it. This was wrong. I don't understand. Now, was it a good match? Yes, between the two. They know each other pretty well, so they have wrestled before. At least in situations where maybe they were in tags. They've never gone up against each other, which was nice. Another first. But here's the problem. I want to see Shelton Benjamin dominate, and I'm not getting it. All I see him is jobbing, and it's turning me off. I'm flat out turned off. I don't want to see Shelton Benjamin constantly job. He's now jobbed 3 times. This is bullshit. I don't agree with it. Seeing the handshake between him and Okada doesn't make a damn difference. I don't want to see Shelton Benjamin job. They could have gave this to somebody else. I'm sorry. Final match. Toni Storm versus Taya Valkyrie. Toni, who literally had to debut on a now dead platform, Rampage. It's already been announced, as you already know. Rampage is now done. They've already done their filming for it, and they won't be bringing it back for the foreseeable. Excuse me. I am like, really? You make Toni Storm debut on a show where no one sees it. Then you bring her here to go up against Taya to make up for it? I'd rather that she never gone to Rampage. I didn't have to hear that the people who were in the back, the wrestlers and some of the production staff, I think, are completely going, why did you do it to Tony Khan? They're like, what? Why? And I'm like, ugh. And now, we get Toni giving her a match to make up for what happened on Rampage. For her even being there. And I'm like, this was dumb. This was dumb. I don't agree with it. It was stupid. It was dumb. I forgot. One more match. Blue League. We got Kyle O'Reilly versus Daniel Garcia. A good match. I didn't expect Kyle to lose here because he still has rivalry with Will. And Will comes out. Will Ospreay comes out face to face with him. Nose to nose. Because the next show, they're going to be having a match. So, there you go. And in the end, what did we get here? Swerve talking to Ricochet about what I just said. I'm like, there was not much here to really be thinking about other than just matches. And I did this because I want to make sure people know I am still interested in AEW. I'm sorry I'm late doing this because, like I said, I forgot what time it was. I was watching something and I completely forgot about the time. That's my fault. That's on me. Tuesday, there was something different. I got a little sick. Like I said, went out. Nose started running. Couldn't stop. Nose running, started sneezing. I was annoyed with that, so I didn't want to do a NXT review. I did see some of it. I didn't see all of it. It's not much different than what they're going to have, but it wasn't bad either. But I will tell you this. This was just an okay show for matches. Nothing else. There was nothing real there. And I know you're going to say, what about Jon Moxley's promo segment? It didn't really mean anything. Then, what did we get that was new? Nothing. Yeah, he's talking about Jay White. Yes, he's talking about Orange Cassidy. Yes, he's talking about Hangman Adam Page. They had their moment in the back talking. But honestly, other than hearing Christopher Daniels say to Hangman Page, I've known you 14 years. If you need someone in your corner, a friend, I'm there for you. Nothing else happened. They've done everything. They could have just done a repeat of the best of AEW, and that would have been it. But they did this because they need to finish up what's going on with the Continental Classic. That's it. There was nothing there. But this is just me. Peace. And I am still interested in seeing what happens in World End. I am still interested. And it better be what I think it is. Let there be Adam Copeland. Let there be a Shane McMahon to be pulling the strings or ordering around a Moxley. Peace.